Nerd morning, everyone. My name is Jeremy, and today we're going to be talking about Bastille versus the Evil Librarians. This is book 6 in the Brandon Sanderson series called Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians. This is book 1, and the books 1 through 5, Brandon Sanderson wrote himself, and he has been getting so busy and working on so many different projects that he's starting to collaborate on other projects, and that's been really interesting to see as he is guiding these worlds and these stories that he has helped create and now help other people collaborate with those. Anyways, this book is by Brandon Sanderson and Janci Patterson, and I think that was really great in the fact that we wanted to have a little bit of a different voice here in this book, and we definitely got it with the same flavor, the same energy, the same fun silliness, but this is supposed to be by Alcatraz himself, and then this is supposed to be by Bastille. And so the first 5 books are supposed to feel like they're coming from a particular voice, and then this one should have a different sense and a different experience. And having this to be co-authored or collaborated with Janci Patterson was able to accomplish that in a really good way. With a different writer, you naturally have a little bit of a different flavor in the story. Now, this one, we have to have in this balance both Alcatraz as well as Bastille being heroes, but Bastille as being the narrative character who is the first perspective, the main person. They have to be able to be the hero, and that switch I thought would be challenging to accomplish because Alcatraz was the point of view character for 5 books. I thought that they did a really good job with balancing that out. We had at the end of book 5 a very sad, a very heavy ending, and we have Alcatraz specifically dealing with those things and working through those emotions through this. And I think that that was really good because then he naturally was able to take a small step backwards in making the choices and doing those type of things that the main character is supposed to do, and Bastille naturally steps up because she is his bodyguard and has been having the responsibility of being the protector throughout the first 5 books. And we get to explore the concept of grief and the other types of things like that with this because of the ramifications of how things have ended with book 5. One of the things that I think this particular edition has that I think is really fun and lovely with chapter art here at the beginning, and then we even have some more full art like this, and we go to the world spire here. That's been teased as something that was going to happen from the very beginning. We obviously are going to be facing Biblioden here, and the ways that that goes about are really fun. The thing that I feel was really exceptional about the series is it's kind of like an author gets to make fun of writers because Alcatraz considers himself a writer, and there's a lot of clever literary conversations that goes throughout the series, and Bastille takes less of those asides, takes a little bit more of a straightforward approach to storytelling, and that pulls away from the gimmick of Alcatraz, which was lovely and so fun. But there's also kind of like this reverse commentary, like, hey, this is what I'm told a writer should be doing, rather than Alcatraz is like, writers are evil, mwahaha, and here's why. And the commentaries of writing was a little bit different, but I thought that was really fun and charming. This book and its series revolves around this concept that we have weaknesses, we struggle with certain aspects of who we are, and how to be able to take that thing that we would consider being our weakness and how to make it a strength. And I find that to be a really, really powerful and positive idea. I think something that's important to recognize with this series is this is a younger audience. I would say 10 to 15 is probably the target reader range for these books. And with that, I think the narrative structure and all that kind of stuff fits really well. And it's impressive to see someone like Brandon Sanderson and Janci Patterson, who's also kind of collaborated now on a couple of other projects with Brandon Sanderson, is that this tone shift, this audience shift, is something that I don't think that a lot of writers are able to do successfully. But these are really good books, while they are very different than some of the other things that they've worked on. I find that this series is one that I really love to have in my collection. I love to read them. I've read them multiple times, and getting to book 6 now was a joy. This one was a little bit shorter. This is a hardback version, so it's maybe it looks comparatively similar to the size, but it's a faster read. It was quick, it had fast-paced energy, but it was one that I really enjoyed. If you guys have enjoyed the other Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians books, I think this was one that you just have to grab and enjoy. And if you haven't read any of these, I definitely recommend them. The concept here is there's a bunch of secret nations that are using things like swords and thinking that that's better technology. They have knights and magic, and one of the really fun things with this is that glasses are seen as a power. They have these magical lenses that you can put on if you're a particular user of the magic system that's been set up, and those give you capabilities. Each different lens that you can swap in and out has a specific ability, and all of that stuff's really fun. Librarians in the Hushlands, or where we're in, all of the continents that we know of right now are all controlled and manipulated by these evil librarians that are repressing knowledge and doing these other type of things. And being able to battle evil librarians and that kind of thing is, for a book that's in some ways talking about books and literature and that kind of stuff, it really flips a lot of the things on its head, which I just found fun and really enjoyable. I like these books a lot, and I definitely recommend them. So those are some of my thoughts to the book Bastille versus the Evil Librarians. I tried not to be super spoilery here, but also to talk about and discuss this book. What thoughts or ideas do you guys have about this series or about this book in particular? Let me know. Put those in the comments, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks everyone who's watched this video, and be sure to subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up. That will help out a ton for the channel. And we'll catch you guys next time on another book read.